We are back with best-selling fantasy author Deborah Harkness, talking about a fifth book in her All Souls series, The Blackbird Oracle. Welcome, good to have you here.
Nice to be here, George.
So tell us about Blackbird Oracle.
Well, we're back with Diana and Matthew in this fifth installment, and this is a story that's really focused on Diana, and it's focused on that moment in a woman's life when her children are growing up and becoming independent, and she realizes she's got to start making some hard choices for herself. Throw a little magic, couple of vampires in there, and you've got hopefully a page-turning read.
But you come to this magic kind of naturally. You're actually a history professor, and one of your specialties is studying medieval magic?
It is. I study the history of science and magic, and I teach at the University of Southern California. And this is what I have spent most of my life doing since about 1982 when I went to college.
So you've been, but before you started this series, you actually had, in what, 10th grade was the last time you did creative writing?
It is true. The last time I did creative writing was in my 10th grade English class with Mrs. Little. And we needed to write a short story about a young woman's first days in the new world. And I wrote a little 2-3 page story, and I was late to class, one of my problems. I came in and I could hear my words in the classroom. She was reading aloud from the story to the class. And I crept into the back of the classroom, sat down, tried to be invisible. She marched down the center aisle, slapped that story on my desk, and she said, "That's how you write a short story." And I immediately wanted to disappear because you're a 10th grader. You don't want to be singled out.
Yeah, but
like
that's
that.
some real affirmation right there.
It was, but I thought, well, she's crazy. I can't write stories. It's not who I am. I was a nerd studying history in the back of the room.
So what's your process like now? Where do the stories come from?
They come from a combination of looking at current events from the perspective of a historian, knowing that things like that may have happened before, seeing the struggles that are going around, people's stories. I love human stories, big fan of GMA and other programs where you see, what people are going through. And that's that kind of nice little cocktail where my stories come from.
And you have music accompaniment. You have an official Spotify playlist.
I do, for every book. The latest one we put up just recently, and I have them for characters. Music is really important to me in the writing process because it enables me to sort of focus in on a character's emotions, and when I go teach, I can come back to it.
There's now a television series based on one of your All Souls books out called Discovery of Witches. That must feel great to see it on the screen.
Surreal, really is surreal, but amazing. And such a wonderful thing to get it out to a wider audience.
Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much, George.
The Blackbird Oracle is available right now.